Hi, I'm Rob and this is Gems of War. In this video I'm going to be doing the Treasure Vault Gnomes Everywhere event where there's increased chances of treasure gnomes and getting more vault keys this weekend. Now these gnome vault events do come up now and again, so they're definitely worth doing, and I would recommend saving up your Gnome-a-Paloozas for these in particular because they're a very good way of getting extra vault keys. Now for this kind of thing you're going to want a really fast team. The team I use for this is what I call my super speed team, and we've got a hero in there but we're just not going to use him. We're going to ignore the hero. It's just there for the building up the class levels. And we're going to have 2 times Dust Devils and 1 times Iron Hawk. If you're fortunate enough to have 2 Iron Hawks, then replace a Dust Devil with another Iron Hawk and the game will literally be over in like 5 seconds. What we do in this is we just Dust Devil start with full mana. So we just cast a Dust Devil immediately. We do 5 damage to all enemies, and the rest of the spell is irrelevant. It's the deal damage we care about. And Iron Hawk at the same time, because of that third trait, will deal 5 damage to all enemies when an ally casts the spell. So that happens automatically. We let the other side have their turn. We cast Dust Devil again, and the game is over. Like I say, if you have a second Iron Hawk, then 100% replace one of the Dust Devils with an Iron Hawk, and as soon as you cast that first Dust Devil, the game is done. It is that fast. So let's show how it works. We'll go to the Soul Forge and make ourselves a Gnome-a-Palooza. These are really good. When you do these, absolutely make sure you have 15 minutes spare, because you don't want to be wasting time getting a drink you didn't need to get and answering the door, things like that. Just you want 15 minutes guaranteed on your own, because the second you start this, the 15-minute counter starts. So we do this, now the counter's already started, so we're going to go back, go to an explore. Galvania is nice, we'll do it there. Oops, yep, oh sorry, there, mistakes were made. Difficulty 1, lowest difficulty possible. We want to do this really fast, so I'll show the rewards, what we're getting, just ever so briefly, not hanging around too much. All those troops get replaced by gnomes, so we just cast Dust Devil, do that damage with the bonus from Iron Hawk, cast Dust Devil again, the game is done. Yeah, we're just going to fly through these as fast as we can. Not bothering collecting 4 matches, not interested in that. Just casting Dust Devil twice to finish the game really quickly. And there's 2 vault keys, fantastic. Wow. That is really nice. Like I say, 100% save your Gnome-a-Paloozas for these event weekends where you get these vault weekends, because they are a really good way of getting superb rewards out of the game. In some ways the game is terrible for trying to charge you money for stuff which is not worth it, and in other ways like this it's actually really good value. So swings and roundabouts. Like I say, if you've already got Slayer class, I'm using Slayer class right now because I don't have it to 100 yet, but if you've already got your Slayer class to 100, just use a different one which you have got to 100. Another vault key, lovely. And it's a good way of just whizzing through levels as well. You're going to get 250 class levels to earn a weapon really quickly as well. You're going to increase your levels and be able to open up new talent trees on a class you haven't done much work on yet. So let's chuck that hero in there, first place. Doesn't matter if he blocks colours, because it doesn't matter, because Dust Devils are charged already, they start empowered and they're ready to cast immediately. And like I say, don't be distracted by 4 matches. They give you an extra 4 gold, yeah, whoop you do, but the trouble is if they're on the other side of the screen, then you have to, it'd be quicker with a mouse if you're a PC player, but on a console you have to physically move across like this to go and get them, and it only takes a few seconds. But the thing is, when the game like this is done on average 10 seconds, I suppose, maybe less, including loading times, maybe 15 seconds, 20 seconds tops. You're getting in 3 or 4 games a minute. And if you start wasting just a few seconds here and there, just going and getting little 4 matches you didn't actually need for just that paltry 4 extra gold, at the end of that 15 minutes, you actually multiply those amount of seconds you wasted getting those 4 matches, and you could have fitted in maybe another 3, 4 games, which is a lot better than getting those little extra rewards of 4 gold or 5 gold by getting those 4 gem matches, which you didn't need. Some kingdoms may be slightly higher enemies than others. Like I don't know if it affects the gnomes themselves, how much health and stuff they have. But like Wild Plains is normally quite an easy kingdom to do. I don't know if that affects how powerful the gnomes are, or if they're just at a set level throughout. A little bit of experimentation will be required on that, but for me, this works 99% of the time, and very rarely have I got an enemy left lingering around on 1 or 2 health. It just doesn't happen. I just seem to get wiped out in one go. Or 2 goes, effectively. 2 rounds. So yeah, we're just rinsing and repeating this for 15 minutes. See how many... There's another Vault key there. Excellent. I'll start off with 50, so it'd be interesting to see how many I have at the end of this 15 minutes. Ignore that tempting red. There's something more tempting about those ones that are in an L shape, where it looks like it should give you more. It only gives you an extra 1 gold. It's, you know, but the allure of matching it is just another Vault key. It's just good. When it's in the L shape, it does seem more alluring to go and get it. It's more irresistible, but resist it. Like things like that, the enemy will probably go and get anyway, so you don't really waste any time if you're literally sitting on top of that 4 match, because the AI will probably take it anyway. It's probably like a split second quicker to leave it, but hey, sometimes you just can't resist it. And as ever, if you found this video useful, helpful, it'd be cool if you subscribed, because it really does help and is greatly appreciated. You'll know when the 15 minutes is up, because obviously you can look at the time when you started it and work it out from there, but the music will go back to the normal music if you've got the music on. And if you've got the music off, which a lot of people do because it can be a bit repetitive sometimes, then you'll know the event has ended, because the gnomes will stop replacing the standard troops. And the cool thing about this mode is you can almost do it without looking. Like, I've actually got the TV on at the moment, and I've actually got the football on one side and this on the other side of the telly, and a multi-view kind of thing. And I only have to really glance at the telly when the explore run has ended, when you have to go back and physically pick the difficulty level again and things like that. This initial start, you just know the buttons offhand. You can see out the corner of your eye that they're all gone, and you just press the button to get to the next bit. You can ignore that. Another Vault key, superb. Barely have to actually pay any attention to the screen at all, so just doing the same combination of buttons just over and over again. Super simple. Another one. This is good. It's only now you have to have a glance to it, because you have to move downwards to that select difficulty 1. It's literally all it is, to squeeze as many of these in that 15 minutes as you possibly can. And this is undoubtedly one of the best ways to get really good rewards in the game. I'll probably will repeat myself a few times or a couple of times on this video, because there's not really a lot to talk about in 15 minutes, to be honest. It's just the same thing again and again and again. Keep on casting Dust Devil twice, the game is done. But if you've got Iron Hawk, 2 of them, definitely replace Dust Devil with Iron Hawk. You just cast 1 Dust Devil, the game is done, because you get the extra bonus damage from the second Iron Hawk. And this is good for not just this event as well. When there's another Gnome Vault Key event in the future, you can use the same tactic again, same team again. It should be just fine unless they change it in some way or another. If it's the same format as it is, then this team will still work in exactly the same way, using your Gnome-a-Paloozas to get the best benefit out of these events. I actually done one earlier and it was mildly irritating because the servers were slow, and you know in the middle you get that spinning mana gems thing, and they spin round when they're loading or buffering or something, and you can get it really badly sometimes when the servers are slow. I was literally getting like 15-second wait between every round. It was really annoying because literally halved what I could have done in that time. And that's it, gnomes, keep on coming. Another one. This is being very good right now. I did say there's an extra chance, so it seems to be true. This is where, you know, the game's sort of interesting to me because I've done a video earlier and I'm going to upload it in a few days' time about the new 6.0 update, because that's introduced yet another way of trying to get money off of us. And I was, you know, I've been a little bit harsh, other people would say honest, on what I think about that. Because on one hand, it looks like yet another way to try and get money out of us. On another hand, we don't know their server costs, developer costs, if they have a load of money, if they don't have much money, you know, and things like that. So it's all relative, because on this event, the rewards are actually really generous. So I've got a 4-match there just on autopilot because I stopped concentrating on what I was doing. But yeah, this game mode, what you get out of it is actually really, really generous, and I really like it. So swings and roundabouts, you have to take the rough with the smooth, the good with the bad. And just briefly going back to the 6.0 update, where there's that new way of something we need to pay. That's only pay if you want to get the very most out of the game, and you want to do it a little bit quicker. There's not much in the game which is actually 100% pay to win. It's mostly pay to do things faster. But that is moving on to a different subject completely. Another vault key. They're flying in. This is really good. Come on, stop having extra turns. Avena. So I'm going to get that one because it's right there, and the AI would have done it anyway, so really didn't make any sort of difference time-wise. Oh, another thing which is kind of obvious, and unless you don't really think about it, is put the speed to ×4 as well on the gem drop, like I am now, on the fastest possible. Because anything less than that, you will significantly lose time between each game, and you don't want that. The idea with this is to just get as much as you can out of this 15 minutes. Keep them coming. This is literally the fastest team in the game, apart from the advent, the inclusion of a second Iron Hawk. I literally don't think, well, there can't be anything. If you added a second Iron Hawk, it's one cast and the game is done. You literally cannot get any quicker than that. But this has got to be the second quickest team because it's 2 casts. Another vault key. And because I don't have a second Iron Hawk. But I would be happy if one appeared in a chest one day. Said you're doing this twice as fast. Just rinse and repeat. Like I'm probably doing with my commentary. There's only so much you can talk about when you're doing the same move over and over again. Don't actually know when I first started this, so I'm not quite sure how long there is to go. But make hay while the sun shines. Make the most of it. As many as you can. Another one there. I'm not stopping to show all the rewards, but the rewards overall are just massively superior to, I think, any other mode in the game. Not just in the way of vault keys, just in general. You get more gold, you get more chaos shards, you get the diamond pop up, glory look. Really good. That's as well as the normal stuff you get on top. That's after it's been nerfed as well. They did actually peg it back a little bit, a couple of times now, I think. But it's still decent. If players find a way to exploit the game more than they were expecting, then you can't blame them for pegging things back a little bit. Otherwise, you could lose balance in the game completely. And the gnomes have stopped coming, so they've stopped. So no more vault keys from the Gnome-a-Palooza. Standard rewards now. And I'll go back and just have a quick peek. See what amount I got out of there. I had 50 to start with. So what we ended up with. 67, so that's a hell of a difference. Oh, that's really good. Really, really good. And we might have some few more here from the mailbox even. Yeah, we dropped a few more in there, look. So we've got 2 more. So there it is, really good. That's the best way, I think, to get the most out of your Gnome-a-Paloozas. Save them for these vault key weekends. There's a video. If you found it useful or helpful, it'd be cool if you considered liking and subscribing, because it really, really helps. And most of all, thanks for watching. See you again next time. Bye for now.